Chapter 8. Tolerance, Diversity, and Attitude Adjustments. Come on, we're all friends here. Not to each other, but to someone. Unknown. Better than some, worse than others. Unless God put a little gold plaque right on your ass proclaiming that you're better than the rest of us, you probably aren't. Which means you've got no right to mess with anybody on the job because of their race, accent, gender, or anything else. Prejudice on the job is a waste of time and energy. If you got issues like this, leave them at home. White, black, brown, or green. Construction was a good old boys club for many years. Back in the day, if you weren't a white guy, you could forget about getting a union job. But now times have changed. Now, most job sites have every race, ethnicity, and gender. Every one of us belongs. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, brown, or green. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a gal. What does matter is what kind of skills and attitudes you bring. What matters is not what you are, but who you are. There are still some knuckle draggers out there, guys who think all they have to do is act like prejudicial jerks and things will go back to, quote, normal. Well, if you're one of these guys, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably the one that doesn't belong anymore. What if it was you? Prejudice and stereotyping. Let's say your favorite sports team decides they're going to start making assignments by race, religion, and nationality. Only white people are going to play key positions. Only Protestants are going to start. And only native English speakers are going to pitch, kick, or shoot. Pretty soon, your team's in last place. They're the worst team in the league. Why? Duh, because they stopped asking the most important question, who has what it takes to win? I don't mind rooting for a losing team, but I'm sure not going to root for a stupid one. Hola, amigo? More and more workers in the building trades are Hispanic, or Polish, Russian, whatever. It's just another step in our proud history of opportunity for the ones that have what it takes. Irish, Italian, Slavic, African American, and now Mexican, Eastern European, all these groups have made up the bulk of the union construction workforce at one time or another. Bottom line, workforce makeup never stops changing. By the way, knowing a little Spanish or any other language used by folks on the job is extremely valuable on the job site. Contractors are looking for foremen who can communicate with all the workers. Some even give Spanish classes after hours. Think about it. Performance profile, Susan Butcher. Title of profile, toughest competitor on the planet at 50 degrees below zero. Profile, 6-time winner of the Iditarod dog sled race in Alaska. 1,200 miles, 24 hours a day. Minus 50 below zero alone. Key to success, grit, determination, no fear. Discount me because I'm a woman? See you at the finish line. Backed it up, 7,200 miles and 6 titles. What's the lesson? A woman is one of the toughest competitors in the world, kicking ass and leaving no doubt. Ladies, start your engines. If you're a woman just starting out in construction, I'd like to extend a special welcome to you. You already know that you're entering what's still mostly a man's world. You know there'll be special challenges. More women are coming into construction every year, and I hope things go smoothly for you. But there's bound to be a few rough spots, and here are a few issues you should think about so you'll be prepared. You'll be treated differently, and fitting in might not always be easy. It's not about you. It's about a lot of the guys who have not spent much time with women on the job. Some of them will be uncomfortable at first, but don't worry, most of them will get over it eventually. You're going to meet some sexist guys. There will be guys on the job who thinks they're God's gift to women. They will try to convince you of this. It's possible you'll be asked out or asked to get into some kind of relationship. Relationships involving coworkers at any workplace can cause problems, and this goes for men and women, especially if you break up and you're stuck working together. I know stuff happens and you can't always stop it. Just think about how it might impact your job down the line. That's all I'm saying. More than likely, you're eventually going to get hassled or harassed on a job site. It's wrong and it needs to stop, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Sooner or later, someone's going to cross that line, and you'll need to use your best judgment to deal with it. Don't let anybody mistreat or disrespect you. Every guy on that job has a mom. Most have a sister or a wife. They know right from wrong. Don't feel like you have to go along with anything just to fit in. Here's some basic advice. If you have a problem with a guy on the job, be direct. Tell him you're not interested and you want to be left alone. Don't think it'll go away if you just wait it out. Don't be afraid to go to your foreman or your steward. If it's the foreman who's harassing you, ask for the EEO officer or even the company owner. And always go to your union if it escalates to anything that you consider serious. Gentlemen, show respect. Times have changed. Women's roles have changed. Women have proven they can perform as well as a man in very difficult situations. Women now serve in active combat duty, something unimaginable just a few decades ago. And of course, they're all doing some sort of construction jobs. Don't like it? Get over it. Women are here to stay, and they've had to work like hell to prove they can hack it. A lot of these women have come to construction because the pay is good and they got mouths to feed, just like you and everybody else. There are discrimination laws and policies that deal with bad behavior toward women on the job site, but the best way to deal with it is not to tolerate it in the first place. If your coworker starts hassling a female coworker, tell him to knock it off. Be the stand-up guy who does the right thing. What if it was you? Harassment on the job. Let's say you get a call from your sister. She's crying because some guy at her office keeps harassing her, saying sexually explicit things to her, pushing her for a date, won't take no for an answer. She says she doesn't know what to do. I don't know about you, but if it was me, that fucker would be needing a good dentist. Stick up for every woman or anyone being mistreated due to race, creed, or gender that ever comes on the job site. What if it was your sister? Wouldn't you want someone to do the same thing for her?